pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Godet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Defensively, you'll take the slow depth. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Godet. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Hurricanes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle with Sanders. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Lost to fire on second down. Throwing right. Grabbed on the outside, it's Sanders. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He might want another play. Looking to get it in. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Godet. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. a second down play. Motion from the back. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Missouri.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Godet. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a first down just outside the red zone. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Offense changing the play. To the air on second down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's third and goal and third and long. Give to the running back. And they get him down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Missouri! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Will take over first and 10.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Hard running there. Running through contact. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll go to the air. Here's a hit. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And the Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Canes!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he puts through the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moving away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They just keep firing. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Using his feet. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way he plays defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Leaves it with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. stepping up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that third down.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it, using his feet to buy time. Across the 35. Knocked down for the tackle.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. The give out of the gun. Inside the 30. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by just 2 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The give to the tailback. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete on the right side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go to the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick catch on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense, go do your thing. Get me a 1st down. Finish this ball game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most